Have you heard the new term, zombie mortgages? Eaves, stick around and I'll tell you what that is. Hi, this is Bill Eaves, Associate Broker with RE/MAX in Bensalem. There's a new term out called zombie mortgage. What that is a mortgage that is sat dormant and silent for quite a few years that all of a sudden pops up. They normally come from two different places. Number one, people that had filed a Chapter 7 back in 2008, 2009, 2010, get into some financial trouble, got themselves back out of it, and in Chapter 7 you don't make payments on that, but it still sits there. So that's the first one. The second source is from all the banks that closed. If you were trying to pay a first mortgage and a second mortgage, which was very common back in that time, you often had one mortgage for your first loan, one mortgage for your second loan. Well, a lot of those banks back then, if you remember, they were dropping like flies. 2008, 9, 10, 11, they were just gone. People would send their monthly payment, their checks in, and the checks would come back unable to send, wrong address. They couldn't find the banks. So nothing was popping up on their credit, so it was just let go. There's nowhere to send a payment, you can't send a payment, and you can't find these banks. There's a lot of residual problems after that fallout that most people today aren't even aware of. So what's making these things pop up all of a sudden? The economy. The fact that houses have gone up 100% in the last 2 years or more. This is now giving people the equity that they needed that they didn't have 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And the lawyers, the bankers, collection agents, they're buying these loans and now they're trying to collect on them. Plenty of people around the country are getting letters. Hi, this is so-and-so. I own that loan now and I'd like to be paid. So it's nothing new buying foreclosure notes, buying tax notes, people running behind in their taxes. But this zombie mortgage thing is new and it's becoming more and more predominant. People are getting more and more letters. So if you're handling somebody else's estate, the first thing you want to do is at least get a title bring down. It's not very expensive. It'll tell you if anything is on there that you may not be aware of. You don't want this popping up at the last minute right before settlement, and that's often when it happens. The second person that needs to worry about this is the investor. If you're investing, do not invest without getting title insurance. Keep that chain of title going. Yes, it's an added expense, but it's so well worth it. The third group would be homeowners. Current homeowners that have owned for that period of time. If you had a second, you haven't been able to pay that second, this is your reminder call to get on top of that before it comes and finds you. And check out my other videos, getting a house ready for sale, handling probate, executor checklist, a lot of useful information. And again, I'm always available to help you out. Thanks for watching.